it rained most of the day yesterday. Rained all night before last. And it rained all night last night. And it's raining now. And as you can tell, my yard is starting to fill up. I'm going to have to get my rototiller out once the rain goes away and it dries up a little bit. And it's actually soaking in pretty good this time, but a lot of times it just gets really full and it just makes a great big pond right here. So I'm going to have to look at, that's one reason I'm doing this video, at the high spots and the low spots, because I'm thinking about taking my rototiller to the side of that little road right there and going down the side of the barn with it, so that so much of this rainwater doesn't collect in one spot, and then when it gets too big it just flows freely. It doesn't look like the garden's doing that bad, but it also looks like there's nothing really heavy coming out of the... I had to do that because all of the water was going underneath the house and filling up my all of my vents from my heater and air conditioner are in the floor. So we have such a high water table here that when that happens, my vents fill up with water and my heat comes on, it goes blub, 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 blub. And that's not good, because now, after 30 years, it has been so much that it's starting to rot, and the metal is rusting all completely out, and that's not good, not good at all. But this looks pretty good, actually. I'm excited. I've been trying to route this water away from this part of my garden, because this seems to be the hardest part to keep from getting water soaked. That down there, it just goes right on down. Goes down to the big garden. So this is where I'm going to have my small stuff. Peas and green beans and things like that, you know, lettuces and just things like that, little small things. And then probably tomatoes and squash. I've got several different kinds. Are going to go right here. And then in this box and in that box will be probably some kind of root crops. I'm not really sure just yet. And then right over here, where this little corral area is right here, is going to be root crops. I'm going to do potatoes and sweet potatoes in there, maybe some carrots. And then down here is going to be corn and okra. All that down in there will be. So I've got it all. And I'd really like to have more space for them, because once I fence all this off away from them, they're not going to have anywhere to go. So I really need to do another fence and let them out into here. If I could do just a short fence right here that goes all the way across to that other side, then it'll keep them out of my lateral lines. My lateral lines are right up in here. So if I could do that and then put the other fence back here across, then they'll have all that area as well. But they won't do much there, I'll tell you. They won't go out there much, because that's where they can, they're open. And unless I have some kind of shelter for them there, they will not have any place to hide. They can get under those trees, but anything that can land in those trees can jump down and kill one of them and then go away with it. But look at this. This is where they do their dust bathing. This is how much rain is collected in this one little spot. So, and it's starting to puddle up right here. But it's moving down right here. So if I was to take my rototiller until right here, this is the south side of my barn, and the south side, of course, my chicken pen. So if I was to go to the side of that road, which is right about here, and come down with it and go all the way through here and go down to where it all just drains right out there, then this right here will not become a mess, which is what happens. This last year and year before last, we had way more rain than we deserved, and everybody else was getting no rain. And this just turned into nothing but a big pond, even though it looks like it's drainable because it's going downhill. It wasn't. Whenever I tilled it, it was just like, oh my gosh, I would sink up probably this high in my boots in just the mud. And I can't do that anymore. That's just too much. So, and another thing too, I went north to south, which is going this way. And I should go that way, east to west. So if I go east to west on here, it'll drain a lot easier. And the okra and the corn will keep the soil intact with their root system. I think that's going to be the solve to my problem. The solving of my problem down here. So I'm going to start doing a lot more gardening videos because it's that time of year to where I can start seeds and things like that. And it looks like something has been down here. I don't know what. I do have this little cam right here this little trail cam. I'm going to check it out on my way back up because something has been down here and has knocked this fence over. That fence was leaning up against the, I don't know if you can see the one on the ground. It was leaning up against that fence to give the chickens something to go up and down to keep the animals away from them. And it was up yesterday and it's down this morning. So something jumped the fence or got in somewhere. I think I know where. I had a chicken get killed right there. And I was looking everywhere. Where in the world could it have come from? And I figured out that there's a 45-degree angle right here on the wrong direction. When I built this fence, they can just crawl right up that 45-degree angle. If they want to get out fast, they can just crawl back up this one and get the heck out of Dodge. So this right here is going to have to be changed. But the thing was there was so much stuff right here that I needed to get rid of. And my back wore out and my time got cut off. And I decided I had to do something so that I could secure them in here. And so I just went ahead and put those in and said heck with it, not thinking about these angles and how they could get in and out so quick. But raccoons and skunks or just about anything can go right up those. Just crawl up it like a ladder. So anyway, if there's anything that you want me to talk about this time of the year for gardening, let me know. And I'll see you on the next one. Have a great day.